We'll tell you if Kelly Hogan's going to start, all that and more coming up next in Tag Team Sports.
The holdout between the Cleveland Cavaliers and forward Anderson Varejao ended today.
2 years left on his contract. After next season, the Cavs could offer him an extension. And if he doesn't accept it, James could become an unrestricted free agent.
Even though there's only a few more weeks until the 2008 winter season begins, the snow's just not going to wait. It's already here.
Well, we know that drinking plenty of water can help cool us down when the summer gets hot. But the question is, how much water do we need to drink to stay cool?
Rachel Schutte live at Cleveland Browns Stadium. The Browns are preparing to take on the Cincinnati Bengals this Sunday in the Battle of Ohio.
Now, the word billiards derives from two words. One meaning billard, which is stick, and billet, which is ball.
Varejao will make his debut on Tuesday.
Upon its arrival early this morning, the snow came down in a fury. Not only does this mean driving conditions can become treacherous, the stakes can become higher when you don't allow enough time to travel in inclement weather.
Well, during the snowy season in Ohio, which we've got a lot of experience with that, especially with my job being a state trooper, it is imperative that you drive slower, more careful, space between vehicles.
Being in a hurry to get to your destination point can put a monkey wrench in your day if something goes wrong. So what can you do?
The biggest thing I think is just slowing down.
You can make your commute in the mornings a more enjoyable ride when you give yourself more time as the weather acts up.
Allow a slower speed. It will take pressure off of you to leave early so you don't have to rush to get to a location.
The snow is pretty to look at, but it can make driving conditions hazardous. So when you travel this winter, make sure you allow yourself enough time to get there. Rachel Schutte reporting, Fox 8 News.
What's up, and welcome to the Heat is On edition of Fox 8 Sports. I'm your host, Rachel Schutte. Summer is coming to an end, but the heat is still on in Berea. Browns backup QB Kelly Holcomb was officially named the starter for the Browns today. Head coach Butch Davis made the decision based on a gut feeling. Former starter Tim Couch will be the backup for the first time in his career, but said it's just a minor setback.
I just want to be supportive of Kelly. I think he's, just like I'm going to be. But, if I could say anything, I'd say, this is definitely not the end for me.
And let's take it to Heinz Field. Brownies at Pittsburgh. Opening drive, Courtney Brown strips the ball from Tommy Maddox. Browns get a field goal out of it. Before you know it, they lead 10-0. And just before the half, Couch runs it in for the touchdown. Holy mackerel, the Browns' first rushing touchdown this year, and they take the 23-10 halftime lead. Early third quarter, Dalen McCutcheon with the pick, and he's taking it to the house for the score. And are you kidding me? Browns spank the Steelers in Pittsburgh 33-13. Steelers fans have their Iron City bitter beer face on tonight. Oh, yeah. And after Cleveland's sultry win at Pittsburgh tonight, Ohio State's overtime thriller at the Horseshoe today may have left you on the edge of your seat. Ohio State conjured up a 7-point lead by the end of the fourth, but the Wolfpack is on a rampage. TJ Williams ties it with 21 seconds left. Into OT they go. Third overtime tied 38-all. Crimswell to who else? Michael Jenkins in the end zone. OSU 44-38. Now, Ohio State goes for the two, but NC State says, no way. And it's not over yet. NC State 4th and goal. Ohio State puts the brakes on T.A. McClendon on the one. Let's take a look at that, because he's clearly, as you can see, his hands down. He's trying to go over. There's no way he's in. There's no signal from the refs, and Ohio State survives this battle, 44-38, your final. The Buckeyes have proved so far they're fine without lucky number 13, but can this bitter Buck prove he is ready to take on the NFL? The once Heisman hopeful Maurice Clarett will try to make history another way. The suspended OSU back is challenging the NFL's early entry rule, and he wants to be eligible for next April's draft. If you remember, Clarett was charged this summer with a misdemeanor for lying to police about a car theft report. Now, the Youngstown native is challenging the rule because of his suspension. And as the Cavs begin preparations for the 03-04 season under new head coach Paul Silas, a new era is beginning for the wine and gold jerseys right here in Cleveland. LeBron James officially reported to training camp today at the Gond along with the rest of the rookies. The vets will report next week. LeBron lit the court on fire with the shooting and says we'll have to get used to taking the open jumper when it's there.
I think I was a great shooter last year in high school. That's from the high school three-pointer. I shot it well last year, but I didn't have to shoot it if I didn't want to.
Lit up like Vegas, the infamous words of who else? LeBron James. The Cavs will light up the West Coast as they open the season on the road against Sacramento on Wednesday, Phoenix on Thursday, and wrapping it up with Portland on Saturday. And I want to see you there as the Cavs take it back home at the Gund to light up the Cleveland skyline on November 5th against the Denver Nuggets. We'll see two top draft picks go at it, Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James. That's all the sports I have for you tonight. See you back here tomorrow.